I have a big open dead space in my backyard. It's mostly dirt. It's huge square footage that could totally be used. The plan is to provide it with shade, some definition, and make it be a flex space that can be changed later down the road. So I'll be turning this useless dirt area into this. In this video, you'll see me install a shade sail, clean up the area to be able to use the space however we need it before we're able to decide what it wants to be permanently. The reason why I chose this shade sail is I didn't want a square because I didn't want to have to dig two posts and have two posts sticking out of the backyard. I wanted to tuck the support post that I'm adding over to the side. The other reason why I selected a shade sail this size is because the back of the shed is just under 8 feet and I couldn't find a shade sail that had sides that made sense. So I chose one that was 8 feet. However, I hit quite a few snags along the way. So at the end of the video, you'll see how I fixed this problem. And I'll also be able to provide you with what I did that worked and what I did that didn't work and how I'd recommend installing a shade sail in the future. Because really, it's not that hard. You just have to be a little bit more careful than I was. About this time that I was trying to decide, should I go the full 2 feet depth? Should I cut it a little bit short? Like, I was so tired. I decided to go back at it, but really I only got like a few more inches depth before I decided to give up. This post is 10 feet. I got it that long because I wanted it to fit 2 feet in the ground, have 8 feet above ground level because I wasn't sure the height that I wanted to place the shade sail. I wanted to make sure I had enough height. If I would have bought an 8-foot board, I would have lost that 2 feet in the ground and only been able to go up 6 feet high, and that just felt a little bit too short not to have that wiggle room. So that's why I went with that 10-foot board, but it definitely made it hard to manage on my own. Here I'm doing a dry pour, which is where you pour the concrete mix directly into the hole and then add the water after to let it set. It's a lot easier to manage. I'm just making sure that the post stays level as I mess with it. I have those 2 support pieces down at the bottom, essentially like arms holding it straight for me. I'll add water and let it set for a day or 2 and we'll be ready to go. That wasn't the end of the world, it just set me back a few days. It took a little longer for the concrete to dry out. So what I'm going to do here, now that things have dried out, the post is ready to be used. I'm going to add the hardware, to which I'm attaching the shade sail. That came in a kit I purchased separate from the shade sail on Amazon. 2 to the shed and 1 to the post. Now that the hooks are secure, I'm testing out to see if the shade sail fits. Here's my first problem. This was when I realized it's not going to work. I am not great at measuring, and this whole project hinges on measuring, and that's exactly what is not working here with the shade sail. Each side is 8 feet. Like I said earlier in the video, the shed is just under 8 feet. The shade sail also needs to be pulled really tight. So really, it's too long. It doesn't fit. Not only that, all the attachment points need to be all equal. And I've put that support post over to the side. It's all wrong. I can't move the post, so I have to fix the shade sail. Tried to force this to work, but it's got to be returned. Eight-foot shade sail returned, new ones in. First tip, get yourself some of these turnbuckles. They make it really easy to hang, then pull tight with tension just by turning that middle piece. The other thing I'd recommend is learning some slip knots. Hang the shade first and then let the knot or the hardware do the work for you to pull it tight. Next tip, measure the distance between each point. Then subtract at least 1 foot from each side. That allows you enough space to pull it tight. You can have it be shorter than 1 foot. You can just use that rope to take up that space. So with all that in mind, the shape of the sail I ended up landing on was 6 feet by 12 feet by 13.5 feet. As a reminder, here's that big open dirt space we were working with before. We turned it into this. It is amazing how, like, yes, this provides shade, but it is amazing how having a defined space draws you in much more to it to feel a little bit more inviting. It's nice to have a space in the backyard that's not rocks, it's not cement, it's not dirt. I'm proud that I did this on my own. It really took forever. It was a lot of trial and error. Thanks for watching.